Recently, a wave of attention has formed around Voyager 1 and the unusual ways its long-term data is being interpreted in public discussions. Some online claims have gone as far as suggesting the spacecraft has detected large numbers of massive objects in deep space. However, no official scientific findings support anything like that interpretation. What is actually happening is far more grounded, and in many ways more fascinating. Voyager 1 continues to transmit measurements from a region of space no human-made object has ever explored for this long. These measurements are not images of distant bodies, but direct readings of the local interstellar environment. And when that environment is studied over years and decades, it begins to reveal a structure that is more dynamic, more variable, and more complex than earlier simplified models once assumed. Voyager 1 was launched in 1977 with a very different mission in mind. It was originally designed as part of the Voyager planetary tour, taking advantage of a rare alignment of the outer planets that allowed gravity assists to send a single spacecraft across multiple worlds. It flew past Jupiter and Saturn, transforming planetary science almost immediately. At Jupiter, it revealed a violently active system dominated by enormous storms, intense radiation belts, and moons that behaved in ways no one had expected. Io turned out to be the most volcanically active body in the Solar System, shaped by tidal heating from Jupiter's gravity. Europa revealed a fractured icy crust that strongly suggested a hidden subsurface ocean. Ganymede and Callisto showed ancient cratered surfaces recording billions of years of impact history. Then at Saturn, Voyager exposed the true nature of its rings, not smooth bands, but intricate systems of countless ringlets, gaps, and wave structures shaped by gravitational interactions with tiny moons. What had once been distant points of light suddenly became living, evolving systems. After completing its planetary encounters, Voyager 1 continued outward on a trajectory that would eventually take it far beyond the influence of the Sun. Unlike a dramatic crossing marked by a visible boundary, its transition into interstellar space was gradual and defined by physical measurements rather than imagery. In 2012, scientists confirmed that Voyager 1 had crossed the heliopause, the outer boundary of the heliosphere. This is the region where the solar wind, charged particles streaming outward from the Sun, can no longer push back the surrounding interstellar medium. Instead of a simple edge, this boundary behaves like a turbulent interface where solar and interstellar forces mix, fluctuate, and reshape one another. Instruments on Voyager 1 detected changes in particle density, shifts in magnetic field orientation, and variations in cosmic ray intensity, all indicating that it had entered a new environmental regime. What makes Voyager 1 scientifically important today is not that it is observing distant objects, but that it is directly sampling the local interstellar medium. This region is not empty space. It is filled with extremely thin plasma, charged particles, dust grains, and magnetic fields shaped by past supernovae and nearby stellar activity. These elements form a kind of low-density environment that is constantly in motion, influenced by large-scale galactic forces. Voyager's instruments have recorded subtle fluctuations in plasma density, variations in cosmic ray flux, and low-frequency wave activity in the surrounding medium. These signals are sometimes described informally as a kind of background hum, but they are not sound in the traditional sense. They are electromagnetic and plasma wave measurements converted into data representations that help scientists understand conditions beyond the solar system. Part of the public misunderstanding arises when scientific terminology is interpreted outside its technical context. Words like structure, fluctuation, or irregularity can sound as if they refer to physical objects, when in fact they often describe statistical variation in fields or particles. Voyager 1 is not imaging distant bodies in interstellar space. Its instruments are not designed for that purpose. Instead, it samples the environment along a very narrow path through the galaxy, providing direct measurements of local conditions. Even so, these measurements are extremely valuable because they represent the first continuous dataset from outside the heliosphere, allowing scientists to study how our solar system interacts with the broader galactic environment. The heliosphere itself is not a simple spherical bubble. It is a dynamic structure shaped by the outward pressure of the solar wind and the opposing pressure of interstellar material. Its shape is influenced by solar activity cycles, magnetic field variations, and the motion of the solar system through the Milky Way. Data from both Voyager spacecraft, along with missions like IBEX, show that this boundary is uneven, compressed in some regions and extended in others. Rather than a clean edge, it behaves more like a shifting, asymmetric membrane between two interacting environments. This helps explain why different spacecraft crossed it at different distances and why the transition appears gradual rather than abrupt in many datasets. As Voyager 1 continues its journey, engineering limitations become as significant as scientific ones. The spacecraft relies on a radioisotope thermoelectric generator that slowly loses power over time. Its systems were built in the 1970s, meaning its computing capacity is extremely limited by modern standards. Radiation in deep space gradually affects its electronics, occasionally causing bit flips or communication anomalies. In some cases, data transmission issues have required months of careful analysis before engineers could identify whether the problem originated on Earth or in the spacecraft itself. Because signals now take more than 22 hours to travel each way, every command becomes part of a slow conversation stretched across interstellar distances. Despite these challenges, Voyager 1 continues to return scientifically valuable data. One of its most important contributions has been measuring cosmic ray intensity beyond the heliosphere. These measurements show that high-energy particles from outside the solar system are significantly more abundant in interstellar space than within it. This confirms the protective role of the heliosphere, which acts as a kind of radiation shield against energetic particles produced by supernova remnants and other astrophysical sources. Understanding this shielding effect is crucial for planning future deep space missions, where exposure to cosmic radiation becomes a major hazard for both electronics and potential human travelers. Voyager's earlier planetary discoveries remain just as influential today. At Jupiter, it revealed a system dominated by extreme atmospheric turbulence and intense radiation environments. Io's volcanism demonstrated that gravitational interactions alone can generate significant internal heating in moons, fundamentally changing how scientists understand tidal forces. At Saturn, the complexity of the ring system reshaped planetary formation models, showing that what appears stable from a distance can actually be a constantly evolving structure. Moons such as Europa and Enceladus later became central to astrobiology because of their potential subsurface oceans, a concept first hinted at by Voyager's early observations. Beyond its scientific instruments, Voyager 1 also carries a symbolic artifact, the Golden Record. This phonograph disc contains sounds from Earth, images of human life, and greetings in multiple languages. It was designed not as a practical communication tool, but as a cultural snapshot of humanity at a specific moment in time. Even if it is never encountered by another intelligence, it represents an attempt to extend human presence beyond the solar system, turning the spacecraft into both a scientific probe and a drifting cultural message. Ultimately, the significance of Voyager 1 does not lie in dramatic interpretations or speculative claims about hidden structures in deep space. Its true importance is more grounded and more profound. It demonstrates that interstellar space is not empty, but filled with subtle physical processes that only become visible through long-term measurement. It shows that even a small, aging spacecraft can continue to expand human understanding far beyond its original mission. And it highlights a quiet but powerful truth. Exploration is not defined by what we expect to find, but by what the universe reveals when we continue to look long enough. As Voyager 1 drifts farther into the galaxy, Its signal grows weaker, its systems continue to age, and its power slowly declines. Yet each faint transmission remains a direct link between humanity and a region of space no human will reach in the foreseeable future. Whatever interpretations arise around its data, the underlying reality remains remarkable on its own. A spacecraft built on Earth more than 4 decades ago is still measuring the space between stars, showing that even the darkest regions of the cosmos contain structure, motion, and complexity waiting patiently to be understood.